Hey Aries. So when I tuned into your energy for this month, Spirit showed me something really interesting, which was a cicada. And specifically the origin of the cicada. You know, if you've ever seen them, they start out as these kind of nondescript little brown creatures, kind of ugly, not so cute. And then they have to go through this metamorphosis and they attach themselves to a wall or a tree or whatever, and they exit that form, and they become these iridescent winged creatures who can sing. And that's how Spirit is putting it. Now, may have varying opinions about the quality of a cicada singing voice, but we can agree that when they go through their transition, their transformation, they gain new qualities. They evolve rapidly, is the phrase that Spirit is using. So, wow. We're going to get into your reading. We're going to get into some cards. But I want to ask you, Aries, as we get into your cards, what aspect of you or your life needs to be sacrificed, perhaps even to shrivel up and pass away, so that the grander you, your grander vision can live? A you that is more authentic to you. What Spirit is saying is the thing about a cicada and their change of form is like that form was temporary. That form, was necessary and appropriate for that amount of time, and now it is no longer necessary or appropriate, right? And what they're kind of connecting that to for me is the coping mechanisms that we develop as we go through life. And like sometimes it's like, well, that used to work for me, and now I'm starting to see that it's actually holding me back, and it's keeping me from using my wings, using my voice, cicada things. Okay. I'm going to get into your cards. So we're going to look at the story of your month, and then we will also pull a card to look at your persona, how you are showing up as the protagonist of your own story, what qualities you're bringing forward, and what Spirit wants you to know for your highest good as you move through the dynamics of your story. So Spirit, thank you for being here for Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, and Dominant folks. Spirit, we want to tune in to this chapter, this era, this month of June for Aries people. What do they need to know for their highest good? Want to know any elements of the recent past as they pertain to the unfolding future? What does Aries need to know, Spirit, from the past and the present in order to create the best unfolding future, the most fulfilling, authentic, joyful, easeful, abundant, secure? Spirit, what guidance do you want to share with Aries in the month of June to help them create that future, to help them soar and sing as you have described? Want to know what kind of elements are showing up around them, Spirit, helpful or hindering? Want to know what the climate is so they know how to prepare for it. Thank you, Spirit. Anything they need to know for their highest good in the month of June. Pardon the sirens. Fire truck. Aries appropriate. Hope all is well. Praying for your safety. Just a couple more, Spirit, for Aries. Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, and Dominant folks. Spirit, what do they need to know in the month of June for their highest good? The truth always for their highest good. Let's see what we got here. Whew. Aries in the month of June. Aries in the month of June. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. So don't worry, Aries, I will pop your cards right up there in just a second so you can see everything that I am seeing. So, how are you being asked to show up as the protagonist of your story? kicking it off beautifully with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of knowing her own value, the Queen of turning a dollar into 10, the Queen of gardening in all of its forms, cultivation. So, sitting in the past, Nine of Cups, joy, satisfaction, ease, abundance. We love to see it. But the thing about the Nine of Cups that Spirit is really pointing out for me is sometimes we can get a little quote unquote too comfortable. And it can be like let's even say comfort zone, which is usually a misnomer and which usually points to a situation in which maybe we're not getting to exercise all of our great skills and talents. You know what I'm talking about? Where if any of you have ever been like in a relationship with someone, for example, that was like, you know, it was a great time, but it was like, they kind of helped me give in to all of my not so great impulses. Like, yeah, you know what? I know we said we would do that project today or that thing, but like, let's just get takeout and chill. Let's just sit back and enjoy what we have and not necessarily think about how, you know, are we cultivating more of it? Are we growing together? And that would be my primary question, looking at this reading, jumping to the guidance for you in the month of June. Two of Cups. Who are your mirrors and what are they showing you? That's how Spirit is putting it. All relationships are mirrors. We're not just talking about romantic relationships, which of course can indeed be implied by the Two of Cups. But the Two of Cups is kind of a new relationship or new energy. It is not like, my old friend or my 30-year spouse. That's like friend, and maybe there could be sparks beyond that type of energy. But Spirit is saying, who are you exchanging feelings with? And what are they showing you? And what is that pointing you toward? Come to the present. Six of Pentacles. Fairness, exchange, generosity given and received. Are you feeling the flow? Six of Pentacles is a great card. Getting paid what you deserve, getting returned the kind of resources that you are giving out. Queen of Pentacles loves the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles also does point us to how are we meeting out our resources? How is our budget? Like, is there room for financial flow in our life? Or are there adjustments that need to be made so that that flow can continue in a healthier way? You know what I mean? Like the way that when a river is flowing, we remove maybe obstructions if we want that flow to increase. So if I'm, you know, leaking money over here or leaking time or leaking creativity in places that don't feel so fertile, well then it might be time to just redirect and make an adjustment. Create more flow in your finances. It's very much available. For some of you, it involves partnering or even just like having a sit down, a one-on-one like mentor-mentee or counselor, patient or whatever, but you want a quality mirror. You want a quality mirror, especially if you're experiencing any confusion. And Spirit is reminding me of a lyric from a song. The lyricist, the song is by Angel Hayes. And I feel terrible that I can't remember the full quote, but they're giving me the energy of it, which is essentially, she's talking about how she would counsel people, excuse me, to follow their own self when it comes to what should I do, or how should I behave, or what things should I aim for. And specifically, they should follow themselves, especially if they're hollow, especially if they feel hollow. Meaning, you don't have to have this sense of like, oh, I know exactly what to do. You know, Spirit's like, the cicada leaves this hollow little thing when it gains its voice and its wings. Woo, Spirit. Let's just jump to that future card real quick and talk, because the moon is morphing. It is metamorphosis. It is flux. It is things are changing shape even now because you are changing shape even now. You know what I'm talking about? And as you shift and change, and depending on the mirrors you look into, most importantly, your own mirror, the mirror of your own soul. What do I desire? And if you're wondering, What should I do? A, listen to Angel Hayes and pay attention to yourself. But B, if you need another node in the in the constellation to get your bearings, you want the kind of mirrors that ask you good questions, not try to give you answers. Does that make sense? You don't want people who are eager and ready to assign you, this is what you should be doing, or this is who you are, or this is what your gift is. You want people who help you reveal more of yourself. Does that make sense? Queen of Pentacles and that Six of Pentacles are letting me know, many of you, this mission has to do with making money and earning more and being able to share generously. Queens love to cultivate and share with their inner circle, their closest people. Your creativity is off the charts. Your generosity is also called for and off the charts and will be returned. This is something that I'm hearing. And Spirit is saying, remember again, all relationships are mirrors and they can all teach us things. But some teach us more useful and better things than others, and some things are teaching us the same old lessons. And usually when we find that to be true, that may be part of the thing that we need to sacrifice, or part of this exoskeleton that it's time to leave behind. Is like, yeah, me and this person keep running around the same old track of things I've already ascertained. A fresh start is at hand, sitting in the energy around you, the climate, zero, the Fool, start from zero. Right next to that, in the potential position, which is the same as your hopes and fears, is the Ace of Cups. New love, new refreshment, the kind of emotional wave that shifts the whole landscape. Hello. You do not have to have all the answers, and with the moon sitting in your future, Spirit would actually say that's not the move, is to like search for the answers. It is to feel. It is to feel into yourself, as the Hermit would, who sits in that key position. Trust yourself. What is your own light? What is your own excitement? Spirit is giving you another node in that constellation, which is think back to childhood and think about the things that made you really excited back then. Because that can also point you in the direction of the true you before society, hierophants and things came in and kind of shaped it, tweaked it, edited it for you, and made you maybe lose sight of certain things that are like, oh wait, this is an essential part of me. This is one of my great gifts, Queen of Pentacles. Think about who is a quality mirror for you and go look in that mirror. For some of you, this could be, again, therapist, mentor. This could be a partner or a spouse or a friend. This is someone with whom you exchange feelings. How do they make you feel? What do they make you notice about yourself? Just let the picture begin to show itself to you. Don't worry about predicting it. This is a month where really a lot of things could change. And the Fool sitting in that climate says, yeah, it could go any way. And the moon sitting in the future says, yeah, it could go any way. Everything is shaping based on what you're doing now and how much you trust yourself, and move with how you trust yourself now. That's a deep-ass reading, Aries. Trust yourself. You are changing, but you are becoming more. So if you have to let go of something, no, it's because you're becoming more. How's this mirror working out for you? I hope this is helpful, Aries. I deeply, deeply appreciate you. If you liked this video, please throw a gal a thumbs up, thumbs down, if that is what is true. Subscribe if you vibe. And if you ever want a personal reading, the ways to do that are in the description box below. It really means a lot to spend your time with me, Aries. It is our most precious resource. So thank you. And may these messages help you have a more fun and magical month. And if I don't see you before then I will see you in your mid-month checkpoint reading. Bye, Aries.